As 2026 began, we enjoyed summer in New Zealand.
We spent our first month traveling the North Island and our second month roaming the South Island in a camper van.
Along the way, we met amazing people, witnessed spectacular landscapes, and observed unique wildlife.
In this episode, we arrive in time for New Year's Eve. We explore Auckland and spend time in Tutukaka, Taipa, and Cape Reinga.
Our trip started on December 29th, 2025. We had an early start for our adventure with a 5 a.m. taxi pickup. We were excited and anxious to get started.
We got to the airport with plenty of time to spare, which is typical for us.
We flew to Atlanta for lunch and our connection to Los Angeles. We spent over 7 hours in LAX grabbing dinner, getting in some steps, and trying to rest.
We arrived in Auckland on New Year's Eve around 8:30 a.m. local time. We both felt more refreshed than normal because we had each gotten some sleep on the flight, which is very unusual.
We got through immigration and customs quickly and grabbed a taxi into downtown.
We arrived at our hotel, the Grand in Sky City, well before check-in time, but they had a room available, and so we got in right away.
This is what's waiting for us after a long airplane ride. We are knackered. You're silly. Gotta take a picture of it before you mess it up. There we go. Really nice bathroom. A soaking tub and a shower.
The Auckland New Year's Eve events and fireworks are held right outside of our hotel, so we were hoping to stay up to participate. We got freshened up and then headed out for lunch and some exploration. We headed toward the harbor and found Burger along the way. It was a beautiful, sunny, and breezy day.
We walked from the harbor to Victoria Park before we noticed the storm clouds brewing. After a brief visit to the park, we got back to our hotel moments before the rain, thunder, and lightning started.
Did not make it to midnight. Mishka crashed mid-afternoon and I made it to about 7:30 local time. We understand the show was great and we got a great night's sleep, which set us up nicely for a New Year's Day exploration.
Don't want to miss out on anything.
We were thrilled to be thrust into summertime on the first day of the new year.
Mm-hmm.
First, we walked to Albert Park on our way to Auckland War Memorial Museum.
They don't care about us one little bit. It's like you move around us people. Annoying humans. pigeons. Reach it? Can I reach it? Oh, I touched it. I got it. This one. Shoot. Oh, that was too tall. Darn it.
The museum was very impressive and moving. Exhibits presented the history of the Maori, the geology of the region, the flora and the fauna, and of course New Zealand's military history.
Not upon it, except in reverence. Remember, this is holy ground. A little bum because Maori Court is closed, specific galleries, but do the best we can with the rest of it.
Do you know there's various types of kiwis? That's interesting.
The museum also had an exhibit that simulated a volcanic eruption.
Bench for a minute and look at the duck pond.
On the way back, we wandered through a few different parks and green spaces, traversed the campus of Auckland University,
And we tried to check out a Woolworths store, but it was closed for the holiday.
The next day, we checked out of the Grand in Sky City and walked a few blocks to the Hertz rental office.
We picked up our rental car for the next month, a blue Kia Seltos we ultimately named Beeping Bobby Blue. Our first stop was the Kiwi Northland Museum, about 2 hours away. This rehab facility offered a ton of information and a chance to watch the feeding of their Kiwi, Thumper.
Once he is able, they will release Thumper back into the wild and await another rehab patient. The museum includes exhibits on the local history, flora, and fauna.
After our visit in Kiwi North, we headed to Tutukaka, where we stayed a couple of nights in a B&B style residence called Lodge 9.
Lodge 9. Very nice room. Area. Nice little bathroom area. That'll do. I think that'll do.
The next day, we hiked the Tutukaka Lighthouse Trail and enjoyed a few summer downpours along with amazing views.
The lighthouse and the tracks. That's where we're going. Pretty on this side. Pretty on that side. Thank you, New Zealand Northland. Yeah, right, kid. There. Goodbye, stairs. Glad to be done with you. Hello, pretty water. Aren't you pretty? Aren't you pretty, fancy? So I'm guessing this is the place that gets high-tided, huh? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Quite lovely. Lovely. Look at that. You're stupid. You're so pretty, you're dumb. It's more like a climb than a walk to me, but you know. There's the trail, apparently, we believe, to the White House. Yeah? We believe. We believe that. Boy.
Should be fun coming back down.
What's that?
Should be fun coming back down. Might be a water slide by then.
Yeah, the water slide. He said we're almost there. So not too far. No. So that's the trail we came up. And this is the view.
That's where we came from.
That's the trail we're walking. Over there's where's the marina? I'm trying to get my bearings there. It should be all the way over there, right? Where the boats are at? Is that? I think that's right. Hard to tell. Yeah. Quite lovely. Lighthouse is there. Different than US lighthouses. Survived our hike. It was quite challenging, I ain't gonna lie. It's been a minute since we hiked like that. Go check out the sea cave.
This is obviously where the sea bears hibernate.
The sea bears hibernate.
It's in the sea cave.
Obviously.
Obviously.
The stairs. Not looking forward to this. Must be done. I think there was like 900 of them. Pretty sure. That's very true. That's very true. My muddy feet. An excellent hiker. You can tell by how muddy I am.
After our hike, we walked into town to pick up supplies for our light meals and snacks, then headed back to our room to dry off.
Taking your shoes off? That's a good idea. Oh, feels nice getting those off, I'll tell you that. Woo! We think that's the boat we're supposed to go on, that we're now no longer going on. We're very sad.
We learned that our tour scheduled for the next day had been canceled due to an equipment issue.
We were disappointed and had to come up with a new plan for John's birthday.
It's someone's New Zealand birthday today.
To start that day, we drove to the Whale Bay area and hiked a trail to Matapuri Beach.
amazing hike in Whale Bay, we drove to Whangarei Falls and walked a short loop trail.
For my birthday dinner, we drove into the town of Whangarei for dinner at the Fat Camel Cafe, which had been recommended to us. Later, we had dessert in Tutukaka to wrap up a fantastic day.
Did you have a good birthday?
I had a great birthday.
About New Zealand.
The next morning, we headed out towards Taipa, where we would be spending the next few nights. Along the way, we visited the Waitangi Treaty Grounds.
This is a historical museum and large-scale exhibit dedicated to the founding of New Zealand. We also experienced our first cultural performance of the Māori haka and greeting of visitors.
I'll be giving you a brief explanation on what is going to happen here today.
Do our laundry. Laundry mat, thank you for your service.
We checked into our hotel in Taipa, and after dinner, we walked the beach right outside our room and enjoyed the sunset.
Hopefully stay up enough to see the stars. Fingers crossed. Yeah, two of us can get that done. Here's the hotel key.
The next morning, we drove to Cape Reinga, the northernmost point of New Zealand, and the point where the Maori spirits depart Earth to join their ancestors.
This is also the point where the Tasman Sea meets the Pacific Ocean, which creates typically rough seas. A local informed us that the conditions we were seeing were among the tamest she'd ever seen.
Maybe we'll make it all the way down to the beach. It's 45 minutes.
After the lighthouse, we went on a hike that is part of the Taipa Coastal Track to see the Te Warahi Beach.
On our way back from Cape Reinga, we took a side quest to see the 90-mile beach. This is a famous stretch of beach that allows vehicle traffic along with all the normal beach activities. It was a little crazy, and not just the roads to get in and out of the beach.
We could not have asked for a better start to our exploration of New Zealand. We met fascinating people, had deep and meaningful conversations, and experienced amazing scenes all in just the first week. Join us in our next episode where we travel from Pokeno to Waitomo.